If you think you've seen it all in life, think again. There are things beyond our human perspective waiting to be unveiled. There are depths we have yet to fathom, and vistas we've yet to witness. Some marvels elude our human senses. To capture these truly remarkable moments, sometimes a drone is needed. From animals, unexplained phenomena, and even the supernatural, join us as we show you 20 truly incredible moments captured by a drone. Number 20. Ghost of the Graveyard. Graveyards have long been regarded as hotbeds for paranormal activities, drawing countless claims of ghost sightings and eerie encounters. Serving as the final resting place for countless souls, these hallowed grounds possess an undeniable air of mystery, beckoning those with a fascination for the unknown. As night descends, these enigmatic spaces transform into eerie landscapes, where the interplay of moonlight and shadows creates an atmosphere that feels both ethereal and foreboding. Can you imagine taking a nocturnal flight over a graveyard? It appears one daring drone owner decided to put his nerves to the test in this very manner. What was he hoping to discover amidst the silent monuments and weathered tombstones? His audacious exploration, however, led to a startling revelation that he likely wished he could erase from memory. The recorded footage commenced with the drone's smooth flight, gliding over the solemn terrain, evoking the atmosphere of a suspenseful horror film. Yet, the tranquility swiftly gave way to a spine-tingling moment as a ghostly, translucent figure emerged near the boundary fence, as if summoned from the depths of the unknown. The tension heightened as the misty form ascended into the night sky, dissolving into the darkness and leaving an unnerving trail of spectral energy lingering in the air. Despite the passing of countless nights since the incident, no further encounters with this spectral entity have been reported, leaving the event shrouded in an enduring enigma, destined to become an enduring tale whispered among those who dare to tread the fine line between the worlds of the living and the departed. Number 19. Alienoid creature in woods. When a hunter trekking through remote woodlands flew a drone above the densely packed forest, the camera unexpectedly captured footage of a bizarre creature darting between the trees. Possessing a slender frame, large, luminous eyes, and wide ears, the cryptid's appearance was distinctly alien. The unsettling being showed no awareness of the drone, offering close-up glimpses of its anomalous physique. Exobiology experts retained to analyze the video could only speculate wildly about the creature's identity. Some suggest an undiscovered species of subterranean humanoid adapted to forest life. Others believe it may be extraterrestrial in nature, an assessment supported by its alien visual traits. Unable to secure tangible proof, the cryptid's true origins remain uncertain. But the footage reinforces that our forests still cradle mysteries, from new species awaiting discovery to interdimensional beings traversing our realm. As drones continue to probe the wilderness shadows, what they reveal often defies explanation or challenges our assumptions about reality itself. Number 18. Mysterious figure at Carnival. Amid the colorful chaos and revelry of a carnival, a drone captured chilling footage that stopped attendees in their tracks. Floating specters with expansive wings and horns were filmed by the drone, appearing and disappearing in plumes of smoke. The celebration was a raucous affair, with fireworks lighting up the night sky over San Pedro, Mexico. But during a lull in the pyrotechnics, winged figures suddenly materialized in the darkness above the carnival. Illuminated in an eerie glow, their ghostly shapes and mammoth wingspans evoked mythological creatures or demons. As quickly as they appeared, the apparitions vanished into thin air. Stunned carnival goers could only stare in disbelief. The drone operator was equally astonished, replaying the footage to confirm it wasn't a glitch. Speculation ran rampant, with some claiming it was a projection while others suggested a supernatural event. Hoax or hysteria, the visuals make the skin crawl. The figure's lifelike movements and chilling horns leave a lingering unease, as if gazing upon forbidden secrets man was not meant to witness. We may never know their true nature, but the carnival creatures underscore our fascination with the unexplained. Are they mere illusions, Jungian archetypes emerging from our collective unconscious, or realities beyond the veil of our normal world? Drones have peeled back a layer of mystery, but some shadows resist illumination. Number 17. Bodi, the ghost town. In the remote wilderness of the Sierra Nevada mountains lies the crumbling remains of what was once a thriving gold rush boomtown, Bodi, California. This parched ghost town has been remarkably preserved in a state of arrested decay for over 50 years. A drone video offers a haunting bird's-eye glimpse of what's left behind. As the drone floats over the derelict structures, it's easy to imagine the dusty streets bustling with fortune seekers over a century ago. Starting as a mining camp in the 1859, the town boomed into a raucous hub filled with saloons, opium dens, and brothels. At its peak in the late 1800s, it housed an estimated 10,000 prospectors and pioneers. But all great gold rushes end. With the mines tapped out, Bodi's decline was as swift as its rise. The last holdouts departed in the 1940s, leaving the town to surrender to the elements. Wooden facades weathered and collapsed, interiors filled with wind-blown dirt and dust. Today it remains in this state of arrested decay, structurally dangerous yet still evocative of its Wild West past. Panning across the drone footage, visitors can glimpse the Methodist church, the mine office, and a lonely jail cell, all still waiting amidst the desolation. Bodi offers a powerful window into California's feverish gold mining era and the fleeting nature of boomtowns dependent on finite resources. Today, it exists not as a living town, but as an empty echo, preserved in all its faded glory. Number 16. Mysteries of the sinkholes. Sinkholes, the abrupt collapse of surface area into subterranean voids, have long been geological mysteries. But drones equipped with specialized cameras are pulling back the veil on these enigmatic features. Sending eyes into the sky for safer study, drones reveal the hidden worlds inside sinkholes. At China's Xiaozhai Tiankeng, one of the world's deepest sinkholes, drones venture down 1,000 feet to a lush oasis with a pristine waterfall and azure lake. Mexico's Cave of Swallows, plunging on 1,093 feet, unveils its intricate stalactite formations. Off the coast of Belize, a blue hole formed from a collapsed limestone cave is found to contain fossilized Mayan ruins and never-before-seen marine life. Drones also investigate how sinkholes form. In Louisiana's Bayou Corn sinkhole, they identified an underlying salt dome breach as the culprit. Near Tampa, Florida, imaging showed decaying underground limestone was to blame. There's still much to discover, but drones offer an invaluable eye in illuminating these geological marvels. Even recreational drone users chance upon incredible sinkholes. In one viral video, a massive Guatemalan sinkhole is stumbled upon, its near-perfect circular shape drawing comparisons to an ominously gaping portal. Such amateur footage draws attention to sinkholes we might otherwise never have known. Above and below, drones unveil nature's hidden wonders. Number 15. Ghostly figure at abandoned site. Abandoned places inherently kindle the imagination. Devoid of life and purpose, they seem repositories for ghosts of the past. When a drone operator flew over a derelict site, the camera unexpectedly captured a chilling sight that seemed to confirm this. Hovering above an abandoned factory, the drone approached a crumbling wall. In front of it stood a pale figure in a tattered white garb with long, dark hair obscuring its face. The specter's haunted presence amidst the decaying industrial bones of the site struck an eerie chord. As the drone drew nearer, the figure's proportions and shape became more defined. They were distinctly human-like. Gripping enhancements of the video footage only reinforced the otherworldly nature of the evidence. Skeptics argue it could be light distortions or a planted hoax. But believers suggest the drone caught an elusive apparition lurking where the veil between worlds runs thin. The building's history remains unknown, but such places collect tragedy and loss. Whatever the unsettled spirit's origins, the drone seems to have discovered a lingering ghost who failed to find peace in its decaying haunt. Number 14. Vanishing figure at night. When a drone operator flew his device around an abandoned military base late one night, the camera captured mysterious footage that left him shaken. Moving down a quiet road lined with lampposts, the video showed a shadowy figure darting between the light pools. At first glance, it seemed humanoid, but its proportions were uncannily elongated. As the aerial camera drew closer, the figure reacted by ducking behind a lamppost as if to conceal itself. But despite nowhere to hide in the surrounding empty terrain, when the drone panned back, the figure had completely vanished. The unsettling incident transpired at defunct Fort McClellan in Anniston, Alabama. While the base's haunted reputation made the encounter chilling, skeptical experts suggested overactive imaginations and optical illusions could be responsible. Still, the footage defies easy explanation, leaving uneasy questions. What lurks in the shadows of this abandoned base, avoiding the exposing glare of the lights? And where could the vanishing figure have disappeared so quickly without a trace? For the drone operator, the incident remains a surreal mystery. But paranormal specialists believe when modern tech intersects with the spirit realm, almost anything is possible. Drones appear poised to reveal a reality obscured to the naked eye, where secrets from beyond roam freely under cover of darkness. Number 13. Rest on the turbine. The enormous wind turbines that dot our landscapes often seem like solitary sentinels, quietly harnessing the power of the wind. But for one daring man, the towering structure presented the perfect spot to catch some rays. Captured by a passing drone, the footage reveals a man nonchalantly sunbathing on top of a wind turbine nearly 300 feet in the air. As the drone approaches for a closer look, the specifics come into focus. The man is nestled atop a turbine spanning 300 feet high. To put that into perspective, that's the same height as a 30-story skyscraper. Yet despite the dizzying height, he appears perfectly at ease, laying back with arms tucked under his head. No safety harness or gear in sight. While the video is undeniably humorous, it does raise major safety concerns. Wind turbines require specialized technical training to access and navigate safely. Improper climbing poses immense risks of falls and electrocution. This stunt underscores the need for greater security measures to deter unauthorized climbing. After all, a moment of whimsy is not worth a life. That said, we can't help but chuckle and marvel at this man's carefree attitude and nerve. For most of us, the thought of dangling hundreds of feet in the air with nothing below but hard ground is enough to keep us firmly on terra firma. But sometimes, human boldness and daring know no bounds. While ill-advised, you have to admire his spirit of adventure, to soak up the sun and take in the view from such dizzying heights. Talk about a perfect summertime perch. Number 12. Goat human creature in cave. When a recreational drone operator sent his device to explore the mouth of a dark cave, the camera unexpectedly captured footage of a bizarre and unsettling creature within. Drawn by the drone's approach, a humanoid figure emerged with distinctly goat-like features, pointed horns and furred legs. The chilling discovery was made at a remote cave site in the American Southwest. Experts who analyzed the video could ascertain little due to the figure lurking deep in the shadows. Cryptozoologists hypothesized it may represent the legendary goat man of local native folklore. According to these tales, a humanoid hybrid creature resembling a satyr inhabits the surrounding canyonlands. Sightings typically occur at night when four-legged hoofed beings are seen traversing sheer cliff faces where no goat could tread. Strange howls echoing from the canyons are also attributed to the cryptid. While the drone footage remains inconclusive, it lends credence to mythical goatman sightings spanning centuries. Skeptics argue it could be an elaborate prank, but believers are convinced the drone has brought us one step closer to confirming the existence of a legendary being haunting America's southwestern caves and canyons. The search continues. Number 11. Shipwreck Graveyard. Beneath the crystalline waters off the coast of Uruguay lies a boneyard of haunting shipwrecks, frozen in time. This aquatic graveyard, captured by a curious drone, offers a portal into the region's rich maritime past. As the drone's camera pans across the underwater landscape, the remnants of ancient vessels emerge. These are relics from Uruguay's history as a prominent stop along Atlantic trade routes in the 16th to 19th centuries. But treacherous storms, pirate raids, and naval clashes left many ships sinking to their demise. Scattered across the seafloor lies this eerie exhibition of vessels in various states of decay. Amid the shadows, intricate details come into focus. Corroded cannons, fractured masts, and cavernous hulls. Some still appear remarkably intact, a testament to their sturdy constructions of heavy timbers and iron bolts. While tragic, their misfortune presents a boon for modern explorers. The contents of these aging vessels provide insights into centuries past. Sunken chests contain silver and gold doubloons along with navigational tools of the era. Cannons hint at old naval battles. Porcelain vases and glass bottles offer glimpses into trade goods. It's a virtual time capsule of items and stories waiting to be discovered. This stirring graveyard not only honors Uruguay's rich seafaring history, but also serves as a cautionary tale. The mighty vessels that once braved treacherous voyages now lie reduced to ghostly relics. They are vivid reminders of the merciless power of the sea. Number 10. Humanoid figure in desert. Delving into one of the strangest drone discoveries, we look to the sun-bleached landscape of a Portuguese desert where in August 2016, an enormous humanoid was filmed lurking amidst the barren dunes. Captured on a tourist's drone video, The gangly creature wandered slowly with its limbs oddly outstretched before disappearing behind a row of sparse vegetation. The entity's proportions were decidedly inhuman, standing well over 10 feet tall. While its head was small relative to its stick-like frame, it conversely had extremely long, spindly limbs, reminiscent of a daddy-long-legged spider. Adding to its unsettling appearance, an ashen-white bandage-like material covered much of its body. Explanations ranged from an elaborate prank to a surviving desert-adapted hominid species unknown to science. Some even considered it evidence of extraterrestrial visitations. Ultimately, its true nature remains an enigma. But the discovery underscores that our planet still harbors unexplored wilderness with the potential to both astound and unnerve. Number 9. Finding a lost boy. When a 6-year-old boy went missing in a dense Florida swamp, drones equipped with thermal cameras proved instrumental in saving his life. As day turned to night and hope dimmed, technology tipped the odds in the search's favor. Once officials received the missing child report, drones were deployed to sweep the muddy landscape. Equipped with specialized sensors detecting heat signatures, they could identify signs of human life, even in obscured conditions. As one drone methodically scanned the shadowy marsh grasses, it discovered a small bright heat blob, the boy huddled at the swamp's edge. With this vital breakthrough, rescuers hurried to the coordinates, guided by the drone's thermal eye. They located the child, tired and shaken but unharmed after being lost for 14 hours. Without the drones, locating the boy could have taken days if ever. Instead, they demonstrated how modern tech can pierce the darkness and reunite loved ones. The drone's success made international headlines, showcasing their unmatched ability for search and rescue. Thermal drones continue saving lives today, from lost hikers to avalanche victims. Their heat vision reveals what human eyes cannot. The living hidden amidst landscapes that disorient and obscure. Drones illuminate our blind spots, seeing what seems invisible. Number 8. Tiger attack. When a drone enthusiast set out to film majestic Siberian tigers at a Chinese tiger farm, he had visions of capturing their beauty and power on camera, but the tigers had a far more primal interaction in mind. As the drone hovered over their enclosure, the tigers interpreted it as invading prey to be brought down. Their hunting instincts were fully aroused, and the massive striped felines leaped into action. With focused intensity, they tracked the drone's movements before launching themselves upwards, swatting and clawing aggressively. The drone held steady briefly, before the battery assault by the powerful tigers proved too much, sending it crashing downward while spewing smoke. The tigers gathered around the downed device, tentative but triumphant. For viewers, the footage is both awe-inspiring and gives pause. While captivating to admire their strength and reflexes, seeing tools we take for granted destroyed hints at the unfettered danger of direct contact with apex predators. When modern technology meets primal nature, the results can be both spectacular and humbling. Number 7. Drone dog walking. When a drone enthusiast sought to test the limits of his device, the result became a viral video that sparked fierce debate. The operator fastened his dog's leash to the drone and proceeded to walk the canine by flying the drone down a quiet road. But what began as a whimsical experiment soon went awry. As the drone picked up speed, the dog's paws swiftly left the ground until it dangled helplessly in midair. Clearly distressed by this unnatural state, it squirmed and spun while suspended from the airborne drone. The roughly 30-second video ends before the dog is lowered, leaving the pet's fate unclear. For many viewers, the stunt seemed to cross ethical lines, subjecting the dog to potential harm for the sake of spectacle. But others argued the owner meant no cruelty, and the dog was uninjured. The controversy underscored tensions around drones and animal welfare. Without care, technological innovation applied heedlessly can lead to unintended consequences. It's a lesson relevant far beyond dog-walking drones. Number 6. Shark encounter. Picture an idyllic day surfing off the Australian coast, the sun glittering off the waves. But unbeknownst to the surfers, a drone patrolling the shoreline spotted a far more sinister scene developing underwater. Cruising towards the packs of surfers was a 10-foot great white shark, its sleek bulk cutting silently through the swells. This scenario bears a striking resemblance to the suspenseful opening scene of the iconic movie Jaws, where the great white shark terrorizes the waters of Amity Island, instilling fear in both the characters and the audience. In this video, as viewers, we see the danger approach, but the blissfully unaware surfers continue laughing and paddling out. The drone operator's speaker blares urgent warnings, spurring the stunned surfers to immediately retreat to shore. Likely saving lives, the drone footage went viral for showcasing technology's potentially vital role in shark detection and prevention innovations. But it also served as a sobering reminder that beneath the ocean's beauty swim apex predators from an ancient past, when humans were far from the top of the food chain. Caught between modern and primitive worlds, drone views provide perspective to reckon with both wonder and danger in nature's realm. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. No one had to see this. Drone captures what no one was supposed to see. In the tumultuous year of 2020, during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, death cast its long, ominous shadow. Amidst the chaos, the public's trust in the government wavered, giving rise to a deluge of theories, from whispers of biowarfare to government cover-ups, and even whispers of clandestine chip implantation for mass surveillance. Meanwhile, the staggering number of casualties necessitated unconventional measures to contain the spread, leading to covert processes to handle the bodies, shrouded in secrecy to prevent public panic. Number 5. Shanghai Bike Graveyard. When a recreational drone enthusiast sent his camera above the streets of Shanghai, he inadvertently revealed an unsettling environmental sight hidden in plain view: a massive bicycle graveyard. In a vacant lot, tens of thousands of rental bikes lay in haphazard piles, abandoned and discarded on a staggering scale. The bikes were the remnants of a failed bike share program intended to revolutionize Shanghai commutes and reduce traffic. However, poor planning led to impractical distribution and misuse, ultimately creating waste on an unprecedented level. Drone footage of the grim bike mound went viral, sparking public outrage and demanding change in how China implements its green initiatives. In an ironic twist, these discarded bicycles, originally meant to promote a green environment and save energy, were now contributing to an entirely different kind of environmental problem, with vast quantities of iron and rubber going to waste. The striking visual encapsulated how even well-meaning sustainability plans can spawn new disasters when executed recklessly. But the drone's perspective also delivered a wake-up call, urging society to confront overconsumption and remedy our throwaway culture before its impact becomes landfills in the sky. Number 4. Inside a volcano. Volcanic eruptions capture our imagination with their terrifying beauty and sheer elemental power. But what happens inside the volcanic crater at the moment of eruption? An intrepid drone operator flew a camera directly into an exploding Icelandic volcano to give the world an eyewitness glimpse. Braving billowing ash clouds, searing lava bombs, and toxic gases, the drone descended into the very mouth of Fagradalsfjall. Hovering at the edge, the visuals are mesmerizing. 1200 degrees, Celsius magma churns and bubbles, flashing fiery oranges and reds. A lava fountain surges upwards, casting everything in an apocalyptic glow. Molten rock runs down the crater walls while ash blankets the landscape. This is the fiery heart of the volcano in action. Navigating the hostile environment, the drone dodges lava splashes and scorching rocks to bring back over 4 minutes of incredible footage. While the drone did ultimately succumb to the extreme heat, the video it relayed in its final moments has allowed millions to witness one of nature's most awesome and terrifying displays. The drone's sacrifice underscores the lengths we will go to satiate our curiosity. Much like Icarus and his wax wings flying too close to the sun, we are drawn to explore the boundaries of risk. And emerging technologies like drones allow us to push those boundaries further into the unknown. We can only imagine what our fearless drones will continue to unveil around the globe and even across the cosmos. Number 3. Girl in the Woods. While piloting a drone above the remote woodlands of Cannock Chase, England, an operator captured chilling footage that lent credence to the area's famous ghost stories. Gliding over a field adjoining the forest, the camera picked up a pale figure in a tattered white dress standing amidst the trees. The sighting conjured local legends of wandering spirits in the woods, with this drone video seemingly providing long-sought evidence. Skeptics argue the girl could have been a normal teen playing an elaborate prank. But remarkably, the figure's vintage dress and sinister stillness match accounts of wraith-like entities sighted at Cannock Chase for over 50 years. Her forlorn presence continues fueling speculation. Why does she loom at the forest edge, gazing sadly across the fields? What trapped her restless spirit here? Is she benign or a harbinger of misfortune? Drones have captured a haunting mystery, but some shadowy histories are perhaps best left undisturbed. The ghostly tales clinging to the misty woods ensure curious trespassers still proceed with caution. Number 2. Plowing by Wildfire. Skimming over harvested fields, a drone captured a sight both unnerving and awe-inspiring. In the distance, raging wildfires consumed the landscape, while in the foreground, a lone farmer resolutely plowed his fields despite the growing inferno. As smoke blackened the sky and flames leaped closer, the farmer methodically guided his tractor down rows of tilled earth. The surreal juxtaposition of calm routine amidst chaotic destruction mesmerized viewers worldwide. Footage of his valiant plowing against the apocalyptic backdrop became an internet sensation. Beyond the vivid drama, it encapsulated the human spirit of perseverance and hope that good effort is never wasted, no matter how small or futile it may seem against gathering storms. Drones really unveil our world in startling new perspectives. As technology advances, bringing more mysteries into focus, one thing endures unchanged: the human drive to confront the unknown. Number 1. Bigfoot Sighting. Ever since the first tales of Bigfoot emerged in the annals of history, these enigmatic, towering creatures have captured the imagination of people across the world. Stories of their existence spread like wildfire, gaining fame and fascination among the masses, prompting countless expeditions, investigations, and wild speculations about their elusive nature. This enduring fascination has led to numerous reported sightings and encounters, each fueling the ongoing debate about the existence of these legendary beings. A drone enthusiast stumbled upon intriguing footage while surveying forested land near Tunica, Mississippi. Moving between the trees, the drone camera captured a large bipedal figure covered in hair and possessing an imposing frame with muscular shoulders and limbs. While the face was obscured, the subject's broad proportions did not match any known local wildlife. The figure's unique gait and stature exhibited key traits often described in Bigfoot sightings across North America. The video quickly gained traction among cryptozoological circles, with many analyzing the footage and noting the being's similarities to the legendary Bigfoot. However, skeptics argue the quality is too poor to make a definitive assessment. Without clearer photographic evidence, the subject's true nature remains uncertain. But the drone video has renewed debate about the possibility of an unidentified primate species inhabiting America's remote woodlands and evading widespread documentation. Sightings like this continue fueling public fascination with the Bigfoot legend. As camera drones expand our exploration of secluded wilderness areas, they may yet provide conclusive evidence of this elusive and controversial creature. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.